Hello and welcome to my next video tutorial. Mr.NET is here, and in this video tutorial I'm going to explain how you can create with Blender this animation and import this animation into Unity. So if you are interested, watch my video tutorial. The first thing what I do is I start Blender and I create here with a new 2D animation. When I zoom out, we see our white paper, and on the right side we have here our layers. We have the lines and the fills, and with the plus I can create a new layer, and I call this layer number 1. Below the layers we have here with this symbol the material properties, and also with plus and with click here new, I create a new material property. I deselect the stroke, I only use the fill. Now if I click here on the left side on my box, I can draw a new box. I create enter and we see our background color is black. When I create these animations, I start firstly every time with the background. If I click here on my color, we see I can use here a white color, or I can change the color. But for my case, we have here style solid, and we use for this example the style gradient. Now we can choose two colors. For the first color I'm using a very dark blue, and the color below is also blue but not so dark. Then we can use here the scale factors. I use here 50%. We can change the location. We can also change the location on the y-axis. We can also scale our color. And what we do is we change the angle to 90 degrees. After I change the angle, I change also the location to 0, and if I click here on my color, we see that the alpha value is not 100%, so I draw it to 100%. I do so that the first color is black, and I also change a little bit the location so that the sky is black. Well, that's our background. So the next thing we create a new layer. I call this layer number 2. And also I create a new material property, only with fill. I use the color black, for example, and then I use this pen here and I draw in the background some mountains. I create a next layer called the layer number 3, also with new material property. The color is dark green, and I draw the next line of mountains. Then I want to draw my trees. For that I use also a own layer and a own material property, and the tree has a color green, yellow, also a little bit dark. So if I use this color, okay, I think a little bit darker, well, that's fine. Now I need to create some trees. Oh, that was ugly. Well, that's my trees. And for the grass, I also create different layers with different material properties. The grass in the background has, for example, also the color green, a very dark green, and then I draw. We see that the color with this mountain and the grass is nearly the same, so I use here a black color for the first time, and then I draw my grass. I create a new layer, the layer number 6, and also this layer has its own material property of the color green. And if I draw this, we can see, yes, this is something different than the mountain. And I draw also my grass. And I need also a dirt layer. So my grass contains 3 layers with 3 different colors. So if I use this color, yes, oh, that's not, oh, sorry, I skip it back. Yes. I think it looks okay for my grass. Then I create the last layer with our own material property. I use the color gray, and with this color I draw my stars. I try to draw it totally randomly. Well, I only want to change one thing. The second mountain, the color, the green, I think I want to change it. So we see we have here the numbers of our layers, and I do not know which layer has which number, so I can blend it out, and we see that the layer number 3 is our green mountain. And the green mountain has, I think, this property. So I want to change this color in the background a little bit darker. Yes, I think that's better. Well, that's the first video. In the next video I want to animate each layer so that we have some movement in our picture here. If you have some tips for me how I can do this better, please write it into the comments. Hopefully I see you in the next video. Bye!